Should we be hearing the script audio in the voice channel in Discord? I'm not letting her anything.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
It's dodgeball drafting day. Snack bar is open, so is that bar. I didn't know they did that anymore. Who knew we'd crush 63 peeps' dreams? For weeks I've roamed this empty gym. Why have a first pick, then picked him? Finally they're lining up our teams. There'll be actual real-life captains, but we won't have Ian Teague. But why am I so ready for this league? 'Cause for the first time in forever, there'll be dodgeballs, there'll be quips. For the first time in forever, we'll be dodging the next hits. Don't know if I'm a third round or second, but I'm somewhere in that zone. 'Cause for the first time in forever, I'll have a dodgeball home. I can't wait to beat everyone. What if we're the one? Tonight they'll draft me, flaws and all, excitedly ready to play ball. The picture of competitive malaise. I'll suddenly be on a team, ready to subvert the captain's dreams. A hidden quality no strats betrays. But then we'll win some games regardless, which is totally bizarre. But incompetence will only go so far. For the first time in forever, there'll be dodgeball, there'll be fun. For the first time in forever, I could make more dad joke puns. And I know it's totally crazy to believe we'll be the champs. But for the first time in forever, at least we've got a chance.
Well, Al, welcome to Season 11 Dodgeball Drafting Day.
Is it time? It's I feel out of practice. It's been a while. I don't
No audio.
remember what this was like.
What is happening? Okay, well, hang on. Let's just see, because I've definitely, I can hear Alex is pretty quiet. Okay, well, let's see. Let's see if we can't fix that one.
Fix me.
Let's see if we can. How about Al? Do you want to say something?
I can say lots of things.
Okay, let's see if we can ramp that game. How about now?
Can they hear me now?
That's better.
I'm
Okay,
much
cool.
better.
That's
All
perfect
right.
now. Okay, Alex, I gave you some gain. There we go. Okay.
Yes.
So wow, it's been a little bit of time. I feel like some of that's probably my fault, maybe. Is it now the right time to confess, Al, that we didn't do 2 shows at the end of last season?
Totally your fault. It was never my fault.
100% my fault. Did Al back down a little bit? Yeah, no, that's 100% my fault. But we're here. We got the.
Oh, so now
Alex is too loud now. All right. Let's go. How about now? You do need to talk, Al,
Okay.
to be able to check that, though.
All right. Well, I'm starting to get like a complex about it now.
I don't hear out at all. Have you muted yourself, Tim? Is that what we're hearing? Because that literally, you can't lay that at my feet. Okay. Too quiet now. Oh my goodness. We're not. I'm going to disbelieve everything Brent says just on principle, so adjust by 35%. That's literally not how this works, but I appreciate you. Well, it's been a while. I think we needed some help from Tatiana and Adam, and we got things moving.
Yeah, nice to know that even after all this time, some things have not changed.
Well, do you know what? Do you know what the worst
streaming program?
Do you know what the worst part of this is? I don't think I told Adam until he said, "Hey, we've got a date for it." I actually had to reinstall Windows on my machine, so anything I'd saved previously was gone, and I had to set it all from scratch in OBS. So yeah, you know when you do something and then you're not an expert in it, so you muddle your way through it the first time, and then you don't have to do it for years. And so the next time you try and do it, you don't really know what you're doing, and so then you have to look it all up again. That's exactly what happened. But before we bore everyone to tears, we should probably go through the pre-draft stuff, shouldn't we, Al?
I mean, do you think that's why people showed up for this? Because I just assume they came for our witty banter.
I mean, maybe. I've just realized now that Adam fixed this slide that you're a bit maybe too big, and I'm a bit maybe too big. So I'm just gonna shortstop us out. But we've got like a nice logo for Realms Dodgeball now, and that's all good.
People are asking for the unboxing.
They want the unboxing's never been a draft show thing, I don't think. I feel like
it was. I mean, just in case, I did bring a game.
I mean, if people want the unboxing, we could probably do a cheeky little bit of it.
I mean,
what have you got for us, Al?
This is Sky Team. It was a game I waited in line for twice at Gen Con and wasn't able to get. And so then, like a poor peasant, I had to go buy it from my local store months later.
Oh, no!
So it is a cooperative 2-player game where you're trying to land a plane. Yeah, it's really, really cool. I just realized the tape on the side of it, though, is really difficult to get, so I can't even open the box for the unboxing.
It doesn't matter what the media is. Technical difficulties will always plague us, even if it's in the physical format. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that for us. So what I'm hearing is, Al, is probably no unboxing due to technical difficulties.
That sounds about right.
Brilliant. Okay, so it's the Season 11 live draft show. Typically, we recap on the previous season before we do anything, so we should probably go into a recap of Season 10, Al.
Sure.
We had 10 teams that were captained by Vorizori, Patriarch 215, Sir Thestral, Clever Missy, Sturrock, Super Grandma, October, Polite, C, Jar-El, and Borkenbeans, 5 of whom were captaining for their first time, and the other 5 returning for a second or third chance. There were 1,843 total games of Star Realms played in the 45 regular season Dodgeball matches. That's about 41 games per match of Dodgeball. And Mid-Thromar, captained by Jar-El, co-managed, not co-managed, but on the team were JP Runs Funny Guayas, Cisco Alvarez, BPB, Lex Neville, and CJK Flyer. They finished with a record-setting, undefeated 9-0 record to win the season. And Al, what a season for them. They were unstoppable.
They were great. I have a sneaking suspicion we're going to see some of those names again in the awards for how well they played. And, I mean, the other amazing thing is it was a fairly rookie-heavy team. And to be able to pull that off was amazing with players who are new. And we're going to see if we have some other new players starting this season, if they'll be just as successful.
Absolutely. And I've just seen Mkolo, who's a perennial smack talker in the chat, suggesting that she'd heard a rule that captains were required to draft nude, which will be really interesting when we introduced the Captain Cams, I think, Al.
Yes.
But the non-league events, do you want to run us through these ones, Al? Because I know you're definitely involved with those.
Sure. The non-league events we had during the season, Balls of Fire 5, which was won by Seabus Ripper, who had also won number 2 of the same. So
wow.
He's got 2 Balls of Fire now.
Amazing.
The always popular Battle Royale competition was run for its 18th time, and Rip came out victorious on that one.
Fantastic.
We also had the 4th ever Ultimate Shootout, where Alderaan earned his 3rd medal. And between seasons, we had Target Practice 4, and that gave us a new throwing champ in the form of Juan Carlos, and a new dodging champ by the name of Corey Bear 88, which I don't know if many people have heard of him.
Probably not. He's quite new to the scene, like up and comer maybe. So
Yeah.
Crazy. But we've got the season 10 awards, of course, which we mustn't forget. I guess I'll kick these ones off. So traditionally we go with like if I remember rightly, how Adam does these. It's the highest award that you're available to get is what you get, and then anything else is kind of shared around, so that someone doesn't win everything, because the person who won the overall would probably win other ones too, and that's lame.
Right. So you want, once you win one award, you can't win more than one.
Yeah,
so
which is
available.
Very reasonable. So we've got the Peacekeeper Award for the best overall win percentage, and that goes to the player who had a 34-16 record, which is a 68% overall win rate. This award goes to, and Al, I think they must be very charming and clever. I don't know what you think. This award goes to none other than Silent Al. Wow. Was there a bribe involved there? Do you want to talk us through that? I know you've been winning a lot of awards recently,
If I had done this on purpose, my win percentage would have been a 69%.
Well, congratulations to Al. Peacekeeper Award for Season 10. Next up.
The Season 10 award for the Warp Gate Cruiser, which goes for excellence in racing. And this player had an 8-1 record, backed up by a 58% overall win rate. And that player is Corey Bear 88.
You said we'd hear again from him, and sure enough, there we go. Congratulations to Corey Bear. Next up, though, we've got the Stealth Tower Award, which is a defensive award for being the hardest to hit. It goes to the player who was only hit, and this is unbelievable, Al, 1 time on 16 targets, which is bananas. I know it's not me, for sure.
No.
This award goes to JP Runs Funny, which is maybe why he kept dodging everything, because, like random target, can't predict where he's going to be.
I would say he should change his name to JP Dodges Funny, but whenever players change their name, it messes up Cranky's stats that he keeps from season to season. So don't change your name.
Don't do that. Yeah, it was bad enough when it broke Pro Star Realms, rest in peace. But if it breaks Dodgeball, I don't think we can handle it. No. Next up, Al.
Next up is the Jamming Terminal. This is a defensive award for excellence in catching, and it goes to the player who racked up 10 catches in 22 attempts.
Ooh.
And that is none other than our Commissioner Cranky Day.
Cranky Day won an award. He'll hate that so much.
Yeah.
He would have tried, he probably would have run the numbers about 15 different ways from Sunday to try and make it anyone but him.
Yeah, well, we were looking at the overall stats from, all the dodgeball seasons, and Cranky actually leads the league in overall catches.
Wow, that's pretty cool. And contrary to what Wet Yeti thinks, and with no spoilers involved, he thinks I'm going to win the next one. Let's find out.
Let's find out.
The Defense Center Award, which goes to the best overall performer on defense, goes to a player who was hit just 2 times and brought in 5 catches on 16 attempts, having also dodged another 8 of those. So that's a really strong performance. This award goes to Guianos. There we go. It's Guianos, the Catman himself. He's probably... I wonder if he's masquerading as a different animal this season now that it's been allegedly rumbled that he's not actually a cat. We'll see. Yeah, very disappointed. Congratulations to Guianos, though. Great work on the defense by him last season. Moving on, though, Al, we've got
the Missile Mech, which is an offensive award given to the player who was most difficult to catch. And this goes to a player who made 31 throws while only having one of them caught. This award goes to Cisco Alvarez.
Cisco Alvarez.
We next time we need to check everyone's name and make sure it's spelled correctly.
Yes, but that's fine. We can chalk this one up to technical difficulties, and I'll take the blame because that's how I roll.
He's in Europe. He's probably not watching this anyway.
Yeah, we could probably fix it retroactively for the recorded version, so it's fine. We can slip a V in there. It's okay. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
And next up, we have the Obliterator Award, an offensive award for racking up large numbers in the hits category. This goes to the player who recorded 18 hits on 28 throws, which, and I'm not a slouch on maths, Al. That's over 50%. This award goes to Slavic. Great work by Slavic in obliterating his opponents.
Oh.
Next up, though, Al.
Next up, the Leviathan, which is awarded to the best overall player on offense, so the most offensive player. Goes to a player who managed to rack up 17 hits while only throwing 2 catches on 31 attempts.
Who is this offensive player, Al?
Oh, it is the most offensive donut player ever. It is the Chasmo.
So offensive. Well, congratulations to Chasmo. Always happy to throw a ball. And if I remember rightly, I can't remember if it was last season or a different season, but I was on the same team as him, and he was getting really ticked that I wasn't throwing a ball at the same time, not wanting to, like, keeping the team together and not wanting to criticize a fellow player. It was like, we need to throw more balls, looking at the people who've got balls. So that's always funny. And next we've got, or finally I should say, we've got the Siege Fortress Award. This is an award that goes to the player who combines a strong offense with a strong defense to be the best overall player and MVP of the season. This goes to the player who scored 23 hits and was caught just 3 times on 39 throws and caught 4 balls on 17 targets with a 69 overall win rate. What? Hang on, Al. Doesn't that mean it's you, but you've already won one?
No.
Oh.
I only see 8.
This award goes to...
Maybe if I squeaked it out to a 69, I would have been MVP.
This is Aldarin's award. So congratulations to Aldarin and all the award winners. Great work by everyone there. And so season 11 intro.
Ooh.
So we've got 11 captains for this season now, which that's one more than last season, isn't it?
That is one more than last season.
Is Cranky Day just making enough captains for the season that we're in? Is that what's going on?
We've become too popular, and so people keep joining, and so we have to keep adding captains so there's enough people on the team. I told him we could just, draft, and whoever doesn't get picked can, cry. But he apparently wants everyone to play, so we have to keep adding captains.
Okay, fair enough. But that does mean that next season, I guess, we've got to have 12 captains or something. But anyway, there's a combined 70 seasons of experience amongst these captains, and they're comprised of 3 first-time captains, 7 second-time captains, and 1 captain having his 3rd bite at the apple. The 66 players in the draft pool consisted of 37 past captains, 20 other veteran players, and a new class of 9 rookies, which is a really high number. Really nice to see. And Al, you got the pleasure of playing with them in the camp, didn't you?
I did. They're all very good players. We got an influx of a couple Hero Realms players, which will be fun to see them translate over. We got a bunch of European players. We got players who traditionally have been more, I think, active on Discord. So it'll be fun to see them come over to the Facebook gym and participate. But most of the names should be fairly familiar to our community.
Yeah, I did. There wasn't too many names in there that I was kind of like, oh, who's that? So that's very cool. And how did the rookie game go out? Did everyone get to throw a ball and try and dodge one?
Yeah, everyone got to participate. I got eliminated, so it was pretty disappointing overall.
So actually, it was terrible. Rubbish.
Yeah.
Rubbish rookie camp. Worst of the lot.
No, Tatiana helped helm the other team, and her team won, and everyone played real well. We hammered out some sort of general strategies, and they're all just a really good group of people.
Fantastic. Well, it'll be interesting to see where they go, how they perform, and if anyone can find one of those diamonds in the rough we always love to see. There's been a couple of those in past seasons, so you never know until the crunch time comes. So the tournament will, as it's always been, be a full round robin. So each team will play every other team over the course of the 11 rounds, with one team having a bye each round. I think anyone who can do maths would have worked that out with an odd number of teams. And a final playoff game will be played if, and only if, more than one team ties for the best record. Otherwise, the team with the best record wins the tournament outright. And I think, Al, it's kind of been Adam's mandate from the very beginning, is that he would hate for a team that had performed the best in the close season to have to lose via some sort of American football playoff style system where you can kind of win even though you didn't win.
He prefers the more European style football system like Premier League, where you just the team with the best record overall gets promoted.
The most consistent team. I like that. That speaks to me. No new league rules this season. Just a reminder that having fun is our first priority, and playing with the utmost sportsmanship is always the ultimate goal. And amen to that. So we got the lineup, Al. Do you want to run the people through this?
Sure.
Okay. First up,
the Great Catchbee, captained by Emily Kohler. M. Colo. She has 9 seasons of experience. She was a member of the Season 3 champ Dodgers for Hire and the Season 5 champ Baltron Legendary Dodger. And she was also a captain of Season 6 Does He Look Like a Catch?
And I have only one question for her. Is she naked? Next up, Al.
Next up is Murder on the Dodgeball Express, captained by Sean Gardner, Bahamut 619. He has 9 seasons of experience. He was a member of the Season 6 champ Mom Attacks. He was a captain of the Season 4 Red Velvet Penguins. And he was the Battle Royale 2 and Battle Royale 14 winner.
Oof, that's a pretty good CV right there.
Good resume, yeah.
Next
we have Catcherberry Tales, captained by Tim McKenzie, Agent C13. He also has 9 seasons of experience. He was a captain of the Season 4 Heavy Metal Hippos and the Season 5 Warpgate Cruiser Award winner.
So some chops on that guy, despite what Carissa Van Oustel might say about him. We loved him.
Yes. And we're glad that he has taken a little sabbatical from Hero Realms to come back and join us.
Absolutely delighted for Tim's return.
I'm glad he brought some friends with him.
Yeah. And next, Al.
Next, To Catch a Mockingbird, captained by Jeremy Folletta, RIP. He has 5 seasons of experience. He was a captain of the Season 8 Dodging in the Dark. He was a leader of Squad Skirmish 2 champ Ball of the Wild. And he was the Battle Royale 18 winner.
Battle Royale 18 winner. I mean, that's a hard one to win as well. Like you got to go through a whole bunch of rounds to win one of those. So always delightful to have the gentleman Ripper on board. And next
is the Hit of the Baskervilles, captained by Tatiana Johnson. 5 seasons of experience, captain of the Season 6 The Catch Element and the Season 7 Jamming Terminal Award winner.
So always nice to see Tatiana involved. She almost didn't make it, and then had a moment of FOMO realization and realized that she had to actually get on board.
It was that rookie game, and she was like, I can't
not play. Yeah, absolutely. So next
is Catcher in the Spry, captained by Dion Lunsford. Legend Dion Lunsford, and he has 2 seasons of experience.
I love the fact that it's just legend Dion Lunsford. That's it. That's all you need to know. He's a legend.
Has lists of
yeah.
This one, legend. That's all you gotta say.
Yeah. We got people like, they did this tournament. They were captain here. No, Dion Lunsford, legend.
Legend.
The
Done.
end. Next up,
the Hitmaker's Guide to the Ball-Galaxy.
I preferred the first way you said it, even though it wasn't correct.
Yeah. It's one of those words that looks a lot better on paper.
Anyway, carry on, Al.
Captained by Daryl Gessler, DG3. He has 10 seasons of experience. He was the member of the Season 3 champs Dodgers for Hire. He was a captain of the Season 2 Long Ballers and the Season 5 Dodgecepticons. He was a Battle Royale 10 and Battle Royale 16 winner. He was a Target Practice number 2 throwing champ. He was Season 4 Peacekeeper, Season 5 Peacekeeper, and Season 8 Peacekeeper award winner.
Is the text so small on this slide, Al, because Daryl's taking up like half of it? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, we should just put like we did with Dion, legend Dion Lunsford. You know, Peacekeeper, Daryl Gessler. The end.
The end. Yeah, how many times do you win that award before you get to just take it home? Is that a thing?
Yeah. I don't know. Well,
okay.
That is Cranky's. Though I have it now, and I'm not letting it go.
That's fair. Well, at
least until the end of the show.
I was going to say at least until the balls start flying. Next up, though.
Next up is Good Throwmans, captained by Kevin Muse, Wet Yeti. He has 3 seasons of experience, and he was the Season 8 Missile Mech Award winner. I
do love a good pun, and Good Throwmans really rolls off the tongue. It's just there are some great names this season, but like that one is
that your favorite?
I don't know if it's my favorite. It's hard to say, but it's a very good one. I do like the way it scans beautifully. Next, though.
Next is Creme and Punishment, captained by Carl Patrizio, Chasmo. He has 6 seasons of experience. He was the captain of Season 8, Donut Stop Revivin', and he was the Season 10 Leviathan Award winner.
I love the way that he gets away with not having anything dodgeball related just because it's donuts. It's Chasmo. That's fine. Like, it works, totally. And next, penultimately.
Next is Fellowship of the Fling, captained by Mr. Robert Dixon, also a legend, Kincaid. He has 7 seasons of experience. He was a member of the Season 6 champion Mom Attacks, and he was the Season 3 Leviathan Award winner.
So you see, if you're a legend, you still get more lines, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I think Robert's not joining us tonight, if I remember rightly. He's on the auto picker.
He is on the auto picker, so we'll see. Cranky put me in charge of that, so when it breaks, it's going to be my fault.
So what you're saying is that when Kincaid drafts Baggio 10 first, that's totally the auto picker, and it's nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
Okay, totally. Good to clarify that. And finally, last but definitely not least.
Oh, definitely not least. It is Brain New World, captained by Corey Thomas, Corey Bear 88. 5 seasons of experience. He was a captain of the Season 7 Dodge Another Day. He was the Target Practice number 4 Dodging Champ. He was Season 9 Siege Fortress winner and the Season 10 Warp Gate Cruiser Award winner.
Fantastic. So here are your captains. Here are your teams. Hopefully you can work out the theme there. I don't know if I think Brent might have been thinking it was something different. Maybe movies or music titles or something. I don't know. But anyway, they're the captains. They're the team names. And pretty quickly here, they are the images. And I always love these, Al. I mean, this is the best. I mean, Cranky does so much work, but this is Cranky at his finest, is these logo titles. Like, he does loads of clever stuff. Like, the spreadsheets alone are a work of art. But honestly, the simple simplicity of these logos never ceases to bring me a huge amount of joy.
Oh, yeah. They are. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if like Cranky's entire motivation for doing Dodgeball is just to make the logos.
It's just to make the logos. I did threaten to hurt him though if he used if he used the Poirot that was not David Suchet. I think he threatened to, and I was like, no, Adam, there is no. David Suchet is the only Poirot. The end. We're not having this discussion. But no, they're fantastic. So always nice to see them. And yeah, there is no other Poirot. See, Guianos gets it. He knows.
He knows.
And so now it's draft time. But before we get to draft time, I think I might just have to turn this filter off, Al. Because I think we've got something a little else going on. And it might be, just maybe, that Carissa Van Alstel has something to do with this again.
I've been waiting for the start of the season, long as I can remember, never really knowing when. I wish I could find the perfect format, but I can't decipher format order, no matter how hard I try. Every throw I make, every race I run, every hit I take, every draft leads back to the round I know, where I cannot go, where I long to be. See the line on the top of the sheet, it calls me, and no one knows what round I'll go. If the string in my arms on the ball can keep catching, this draft I'll know. When I'm picked, there's just no telling what round I'll go. I know everybody on this draft list seems so stacked with wands and chasmos. Every team is Adam's theme. I know every captain on this Twitch stream has a plan for the season, so maybe I can help win mine. I can win my race, I can make us strong. I'll be satisfied if I last real long, but my win percent sings a different song. What is Al's secret? You're right, as he says, who picks next? Mike's muted, but no one knows where'd his sound go. And it seems they'll be calling out my name, so come draft me and let me know. What's the team chat vibe? Will they like my vibe? And the line on the top of the sheet, it calls me, and just one knows what round I'll go. If the aim of my ball in the air stays on target, one day I'll know what round I'll go.
Just absolutely amazing as always, Al. Just fantastic.
I'll be honest, it's the only reason I show up for these draft shows anymore.
Right? Just superb. And I think again, Brent suggested that Carissa was not 100% happy with that, and this is the difference. Someone else was talking recently about how we're a bit confident on stream and how stressful things can be, and I was like, that's because, certainly speaking for myself, I'm not a perfectionist, unlike obviously Carissa is, because if you're not happy with that, that's amazing. Just absolutely fantastic. So again, as always, I don't know if that will come through on the video. The whatever they are, the DMRs or whatever might flag it up on YouTube. So if that bit's blank, and that's kind of why I'm flurbing a little bit so that it doesn't spill into the draft, you'll know why. But showing up live just for that is worth the ticket itself.
Yeah.
But it is time to get to brass tacks, and just before we go, because I tried, and the way I'm interacting with the spreadsheet means that you can't really see it. You can't see the snake and the way it's working, but as per previous seasons, we've got Mkola begins the draft. We then go all the way down to Corey Bear in pick 11. We then go back to Mkolo for pick 12, as she picks in first place for round 2. And that's where we begin the snake. So round 2 will go Mkolo to Corey Bear, who will then get 2 picks, and go back round all the way up to Mkolo, who will round out round 3, and then pick first in round 4, and so on. The beer I'm drinking, if that was a question, was this Gladstone's. It's a hazy pale ale, and it is delicious. But enough about me. It's time to draft. So I believe, Al, and sometimes I forget this. I think you've got a minute to start with, if I remember rightly, maybe even 50 seconds. But please feel free to give a little bit of fluff, but not too much about your picks. And before I forget, Al, didn't Mkolo say that she would go on a date with her first pick?
He did mention dating her first pick. So I'm extremely curious to see who she is going to
I'm both excited and terrified. So without further ado, Mkolo, please begin the draft of Season 11 with your first pick.
Okay. Can I be heard through this?
I believe everyone should be able to hear you if chat could just confirm. Resolution a little low. I really can't do anything about that. That's the only way I fit it all on.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm told I can be heard. I don't have a lot of fluff for my first pick, but this is somebody who I've been on a team with before and has always provided a lot of good mentorship and knowledge, and also is constantly there to remind me to stop fucking buying trade. So I will go with one car less for my first pick.
That's I mean, there's not a great deal you can say about that, is there, Al? Like, Juan is a fantastic player, and I think Emily, as well as winning herself a date with a very handsome Spaniard, has also broken Corey Bear's heart.
Yeah. It is hard to argue with that pick. Juan is an amazing player. He's an amazing guy, and I'm guessing he's going to be an amazing date.
Absolutely. So congratulations to Emily kicking off the draft. We move now to Bahamut 619 Sean, and your first pick of the draft, please.
I think the Dodgeball Express has plenty of these on it, but it's always nice to have an extra set of wheels.
Ooh, wheels going there. That's he's a solid player, Al. Would you put him a second pick of a draft, or do you think that's justified?
Wheels is a very, very good player. I've played him many times in BGG and other tournaments, and he's excellent. I don't know if the skill, I mean, he's done pretty well in dodgeball. I wouldn't be surprised if he broke out in a season and just started crushing. So I don't think that's completely outside of the realm of a number 2 pick.
I just remember Wheels being one of the first people to... I mean, there were plenty of people when I first started playing BGG, but Wheels absolutely he clowned me really badly the first couple times we played, and it was like, okay, it's big boy school now, is it? So there we go. So thank you for that pick, Sean. Wheels goes as second pick, and we're on to Agent C13, the kitty man himself.
The kitty man, yeah.
What do you fancy, Tim?
I am going to pick somebody who's not just a legend, but a Realms Walker legend, SilentAl.
Oh, the pressure's off me. It's all good. SilentAl goes as round 1.
Yeah, how can
3.
I pick anybody else?
Right.
Oh.
Look, he's so mad. He's all that potential value plummeted.
Yeah, it's not so it's the pressure now that I actually have to play well and pay attention, and that's gonna be tough. But yeah, I mean, I'm not sad. I'm gonna be on a team with my good friend Tim. We can compare Hero Realms cards.
Minor flex there.
Yeah. But I never like going in the first round. It's just too much pressure.
I think everyone always wants to go as late as possible, don't they? Because that's where the value sits, right? But
at least you weren't the first overall pick.
That's true.
That's very true.
Thankful for that.
But that chat already looking quite good. As we move to Rip, and your first pick of the draft, please.
All right, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
All right, awesome. I will take someone that we're going to be blaming for everything. It's a great guy, great player, one of my favorite people to play with. That would be Mr. Chris Politis.
Politis C, round 1.
Ah.
Solid pick there. I'm trying to think, when was the last time...
Good player.
Yeah. I'm trying to think when the last time I played... I've played with Chris. I think I have.
I mean, his team was amazing last season. But yeah, I'm trying to think. I haven't played him. I mean, also, I'll be honest, I haven't played a lot of these people since last season.
Which was like 10 years ago, right? So
yeah.
But no, it's always nice to see Chris Politis in chat. I think you usually have to play against Chris, Ryan. Yeah, that's probably right. But we're going to move on from Rip into someone who's very relaxed about the whole picking process. It's Tatiana.
Hey, okay, I promise I'm going to stay on topic and I'm not going to talk about cats or breaking streams.
I'm sure that's not right.
So I
hope she's not talking because we just lost her.
I am going to go with somebody who... Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. So I am going to go with Seabus Reaper, and so we're gonna unite forces and dominate this thing. So Seabus Reaper for number 1, please.
He's such a good pick. Seabus is such a good pick, Al. Al, are you there? Are you with me? Oh, Al's frozen. There we go. We got him back.
This year, I didn't. Yeah.
You're good. He's gone again. All right, well, I'll cover for Al as he has some technical difficulties. Yeah, we're here. Are you here?
Oh, okay.
Okay, stop touching stuff.
I didn't touch anything.
Don't say that, Tim. You drafted him.
Yeah.
Anyway, Seabus, fantastic first round pick, especially in pick 5.
Oh yeah, good player, good guy. My only disappointment with Seabus Ripper is that he didn't show up for Origins, despite it being in his hometown, so he couldn't come and hang out with all of us.
Oh well, I'm sure he was very busy doing, bus-related things.
Probably.
But a good start there for Tatiana. We're now going to move to Dusto, I had to turn it down for Tatiana a little bit because she was very loud. And then I didn't move it back up for Al. So I believe his name is Legend Dion Lunsford, isn't it? That's how you say it?
I assume he's legally changed his name to that.
Absolutely. Legend Dion Lunsford, please give us your first round pick, please.
I think it's an earlier one. There we go.
Is Dion there?
All right. Can everybody hear me okay?
There you go. Yeah, now we can.
Yeah. I really was hoping Al would get to me. I'm still salty. Let's go with my fellow Premier TO Darklighter.
So, not his first pick, Al, but Darklighter goes in round 1 to Legend Dion Lunsford.
I think Dion might have gotten away with a better pick. So, yeah. Darklighter, always a perennial first-round pick. Always a good player. And I think Dion dodged a bullet there.
Rick is certainly a fierce competitor every single time he comes into the dodgeball court. certainly a good pick for Legend Dion there. But we're going to move on to my old teammate DG3. What are we picking, sir? What do we like on the board?
Oh, we love pork and beans. Let's do it.
Oh, no hesitation. Just like when he starts the match with a ball in his hand, Daryl going straight for Bork.
No pause, no preamble, just straight frontiers, straight Bork and beans.
Straight Bork and beans. Love that. And Bork, obviously, a player capable of destroying an entire team on his own, as he has done in previous seasons. So tough to argue with that one.
Yeah.
And then I believe my eyes deceive me. We've got Wet Yeti coming up next.
Turns out.
Hey.
So, excited to be a captain for good throwmans, and there's a lot of talent on the board. Holy smokes, there's a lot of talent in this whole draft. It's crazy. Although the picks are hard, I've had a pleasure of being teammates with this individual, and he absolutely destroys. I'm going to go with Ninja Nin.
Ninja Nin, the 9-inch ninja, the Flying Dutchman, however you want to moniker him, Al. He's a very dangerous player.
A very dangerous player. Yeah, he's also been known to dismantle an entire team all on his own.
Just by himself, not even trying. Yeah, so love that pick. And now we get to Creme and Punishment. It's Chasmo. Chasmo, how we doing?
I'm doing well. It's hard to follow up that delightful donut Canadian accent I just heard, though.
Yep. Yeti's he's quite smooth, isn't he?
He is.
I'm sure you'll manage, though.
I'm going to take a guy who is number 3 on my rankings and number 1 in your hearts, Mr. Alderin.
Alderin goes to Chasmo. So the last year's overall winner, the Siege Fortress winner, Alderin going to Chasmo. So that's already quite scary, isn't it, Al?
Yo, yeah. That's not going to be a fun team to face.
No. But then, we've said that before, and I think at the end of the draft, we always there's a lot of good teams here. But already a couple of lineups looking quite scary. So, it would be His Royal Kinkiness, the Legend Kincaid, but it's auto-pick time. So what has the auto-picker divined Robert wants for his first pick?
It is loading, and...
It's Baggio 10, isn't it?
No.
It's not?
It is... It's close. It is the Penguin Army.
Penguin Army. Tough to argue with someone who commonly graces platinum or gold in BGG. And also, since he joined Dodgeball, I think probably Corey Bear going to be a little bit upset about this pick, because Corey Bear was like, never ignore the Penguin Army. Don't not eliminate them when you've got an opportunity. So
I assume that spoiled this whole draft plan of just having an all animal based team.
Well, there's only one way to find out, Al, and that is to go to Corey Bear and see how mad he's feeling right now.
How could I possibly be mad when it's the dodgeball draft? So before I drop my pick, I want to give a shout out on behalf of the community to Ryan and Al and Adam. You guys do an amazing job. Thank you so much for everything you do. This whole thing is just great. My pick, I'm excited. The animal thing would have been great, but I'm going to go with last season's Missile Mech winner, Cisco Alvarez. Or Alvarez?
Cisco Alvarez.
Would you spell that?
Cisco Alvarez,
yes.
Yeah. That's a great pick. I think Adam and Al definitely do a great job. I'm yet to be persuaded about myself, but well, that's a great first round. Cisco Alvarez, a really solid first round pick as well. Al, love that.
Actually, I'm kind of salty. Cisco Alvarez has apparently been grinding lately on the ladder, and he keeps beating me. And if I'm ever going to catch the Toy Man, I'm gonna have to figure out how to beat him. So he needs to either stop grinding or switch formats or something. It's annoying.
Okay, well that's some really interesting first round picks. There's some solid choices, but we're going to wind all the way back to M Colo for round 2 as we go to round 2, pick 1. Emily, what have you got for us?
Okay, I hadn't really thought this far ahead, so
a common problem, because you just sit there and you're like, oh, this is really interesting. All these people are drafted.
I had a lot of people that I was gonna pick, and then forgot.
Those bar stewards just took them. Disgraceful behavior.
Yeah, it's pretty rude. Let's see. I mean, still there are a lot of really great people left. I don't want to discredit that. I think I will go with Lux for my second pick.
Lux 16, sometimes in chat, sometimes has it muted, but always a great player, Al.
Always a solid player. I think he might be top of Cranky's list for people who need to eventually be a captain. Because he's just always a solid player, always a solid pick, but I don't think he's ever been a captain.
My favorite story about Lux is when he hadn't been in chat for about 10 years, dropped in to ask his team's opinion on a pick, and Fred was on the row and he had to trade for it. Everyone said buy Fred. He came back and said, oh, I didn't buy Fred, and then he won the game anyway. Which,
of course he did.
Considering Federation Battleship is like a 20-point swing when you won it, is just insane. But anyway, yeah. I digress. So, Juan Carlos and Lux joining Emily. That's yeah, okay. That's a bit scary. Sean, how you gonna follow that one up?
Good pick here. Someone with a lot of experience. Mini games together, mini games against each other. Dusto
goes to Bahamut 619 in round 2. Is that the first time Dusto's gone in round 2, or is that gone in round 2 before? He must have gone in round 2 before, surely.
I can't imagine him not going in round 2 before. He usually, I think he's gone up and down between like rounds 2 through 4. I think.
Yeah. Okay, so Dusto already has the stats on hand. He's like, yeah, that happened that time.
I mean, if we're talking about Legends and Realm Walkers, he's another one.
He is one of those.
Yeah, so not a bad pick in the second round.
Maybe there's a conspiracy to try and get... Oh, no, Tim's breaking it because he's already got 2 Legends on his own team. So, speaking of Legend has it, Catch a Berry Tales. What are you feeling in round 2, Tim?
Well, I'm going to pick a little bit of a dark horse for Star Realms and go with my fellow podcaster, Double Dubs.
Oh, is this the first rookie? The first rookie pick in round 2?
Yeah.
Does Tim know something that all the other captains don't?
He is a Hero Realms legend.
That speaks volumes on its own.
Is that what you're going? Just all Hero Realms legends? Because I think we're going to start running out.
Yeah, we're running out pretty quick.
I love trying to see if there are hidden themes behind people's draft picks, but okay. So first rookie, round 2, Double Dubs. I know literally nothing about this player.
I mean, Double Dubs. I've had the pleasure of meeting him a couple times at Origins. He also co-hosts a Hero Realms podcast.
Sparks and Recreation, I think.
Sparks and Recreation, exactly.
Yeah, go and catch that out.
Good guy. He's a good Star Realms player. I mean, he's an excellent Hero Realms player. So it'll be interesting to see him sort of translate his skills to Star Realms and see how well that'll do. But hopefully the rest of us on our team can help him with that.
Absolutely. And if you haven't checked out Sparks and Recreation and you are or thinking about playing Hero Realms, do check it out. They are much more professionally produced than this bag of spanners, I can assure you. But yeah, so that is an interesting pick. We'll see how Double Dubs comes up in his first few games and if it carries on to greatness. Tim, is it fair of me to now point out to Double Dubs that Tim was the worst player in the Star Realms Dodgeball? Which season was it? Was it 5? Like, legitimately, like, the worst player? Is that reasonable? I did it anyway.
Either that or we just let's wait till we get to guest, like be guests on Sparks and Recreation. We can bring that up.
Okay, let's only bring it up then, for sure. We'll keep it under our hats until that time. Rip, saving us from ourselves. Who is your second round pick, please?
I see you, Agent C13. I will be taking Mr. Tuna Slap with this pick.
Oh, I love a bit of Tuna Slap. He's John is not only a great dodgeball player, great Star Realms player, but he's also, and this is something I perennially struggle with, he is super consistent.
Oh yeah,
doesn't have bad games.
He could have easily gone in the first round. Easily, like he could have easily replaced my name in the first round.
Easily, and maybe should have done. Who knows? But yeah, Tuna, fantastic player. Love John to bits. Except for his 2-season slump. You hush, you Adam. You quiet in the back. coming here with your facts.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tuna joining Polites on Rip's team. That brings us to Tatiana, who's joining you and Cbus.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Okay, excellent. I am going to take somebody who is a thorn in my board game inside, and that is going to be Giannis.
Giannis, I believe a teammate of yours in previous seasons. Maybe even you picked him in your previous captaining season.
Yes, in my only one season that I have ever captained. That's right. Simon was number 2, and he was a very solid pick. And so I'm hoping he will do his cat job good this time too, and be a solid, hopefully. Anyway, moving on.
Well, fantastic. So going back the second. Please mute yourself, Tats. Just a thank you. Going back a second time for Giannis at number 2. Solid pick there. And I see, not to interrupt this, but I see Steph dropping truth bombs in chat like there's no tomorrow. Classic Steph. Tuna should have gone before. Who was that? Should have gone before Lux, Dusto, or Polites. But that's my opinion. And as I'm often fond of saying, opinions are a bit like buttholes. Everyone's got one, and yours is not necessarily more beautiful than mine or anyone else's. On that bombshell, though, Simon in round 2. I think that's not only about right, but I'm pretty sure that's where Simon goes in every dodgeball draft around round 2.
Pretty close. And it's just good. I mean, Tatiana is really good at adopting stray cats, so I'm not super surprised.
That could be her. That could be her draft strategy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Stray cats or BGG, or not BGG, but board game. Maybe board game players. Maybe that's what she's doing. However, legend Dion Lunsford, who's joining you and Darklighter. Legend Darklighter, is it not?
He is a Hero Realms legend.
No, he's not quite a Star Realms legend yet, but he's coming.
He's a Hero Realms legend, though. So is there a theme?
Yes, for sure.
Is there a theme? Is that what's going on, Dion?
Well, no, not quite. I was thinking that, but I didn't like my chances to finish it that way. So after consulting with my draft team that consists of Deanna B, we decided to go with, in keeping the theme of TOs/league organizers, one of my best friends, Agent Seto, Ian Teague.
Seto, a very solid performer, and has recently absolutely spanked me in Dion's WWBC tournament, playing Newberg to my Nandy. He's always a good shot. I know you've got a lot of time for Ian, as everyone has or should have, because he is a gem.
Oh, Ian is one of my favorite people. He has won so many Legends tournaments. He's also just a really good guy. I think he's also a man after my heart in that he's going to be graduating with his master's in library science very, very soon.
And that means he's better than everyone else, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what it means.
That's how it works.
They put that on your library degree.
Nice. I think Adam was actually trying to convince Ian to do a react video to the live draft, but
Yeah,
I-
he was going to have his own reaction stream.
Yeah, I think he failed to do the necessary to convince Ian to do that. I personally would have loved to have seen that. I think that would have been amazing. But that's, again, already looking quite strong. Talking about strength, DG3, who's joining you and Bork?
Well, couldn't hurt to have the commissioner. Let's go Cranky Day.
Oh, he's going to hate that. Adam's like, I always like to go in round 3 or later. That's where the value is. I think round 2 is absolutely where he belongs.
I mean, with the amount of catches he racks up, he could easily be in round 1 too. So let's not kid ourselves that round 2 is like this where he needs to be anyway.
He absolutely should, but I've just seen Jen in chat saying great drafting Ian, but good luck getting him to throw a ball.
That is true.
He has been known to hatch an egg or two, I believe. It's like a nesting mother on his dodgeballs is our Ian, so that's unfortunate but true. Yeti, you got an engine in. You've just seen the commissioner drafted. A bit mad, bro, or how you doing?
Was my mic muted, or did you hear me swear?
No, you were fine. You were muted. It was all good.
Oh boy, yeah, no, seeing some good picks going early. That's I guess expected. All right, well, next on my hit list, I am going to invite Slavic to Good Throwmans.
Oh, as an award winner there, it's a solid choice. Slavic, always keen to throw a ball.
Oh yeah. Never afraid to throw a ball, never afraid to hit somebody with said ball.
Yeah, and annoyingly, again, another player who's annoyingly consistent.
Yeah.
Doesn't really have too many bad games to Slavic, so always a tough opponent. Casmo, Lord of the Donuts, who is joining Alderin on your side of Crime and Punishment?
I'm going to return a favor from Season 7. She drafted me very early, and I'm going to draft her in the second round because I think she's awesome. The OG Thestral, October.
Another legend, I think it would be fair to say, Al.
Another legend. Another awesome person that I got to meet this year at Origins.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm not jealous at all. I'm very happy for you.
You know, one of these days you're going to have to make the long trip to Columbus, Ohio and hang out with us.
Do you know what? I planned it, and then it was literally the COVID year. And I was so unhappy. So unhappy. But I've just seen in chat that Brent suggested best hair in the draft, and I have to say, making that perm work in 2023.
Yeah.
But yeah, primarily known as a BGG Gold player, a legend, and just no all-around good egg. Good player to have. Definitely not competitive at all.
Yeah.
Does Sethestra want to chip in here in chat, or is that does he for his own safety? Does he not want to do that?
I think for his own safety, maybe he should just be.
I think maybe he should keep his fingers to himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Auto Kincaid. Auto Kinky, what you got for us? Round 2.
Loading. At this point, it looks like he's drafting a
spinning wheel.
Oh, yeah. Nope, we got it now. It is the Serafina.
Serafina, very nice. That's you know what? Such a good person to have on your team. Kirsty is so much fun, and I know she had a little wobble last season, but she started so strongly. She can really turn it on when she needs to. Did we lose Al again?
Definitely.
Oh, there we go. No, he's there. It's a rainbow wheel. Al has a Mac. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't realize Al was one of those people. Is that what Librarian does to you?
Yeah, it's you get so tired of having to fix everyone else's computer at the library when it breaks that you buy one that doesn't break.
That's super fair. Okay, so Seraphina in round 2. Very fun pick. Ori Bear, we're now snaking, so you get 2 picks in a row and the order really matters. So who are you going for? Have we lost a call?
First up,
Oh,
we're gonna stick with the C name theme here, and I'm gonna pick the guy that knocked me out of the Origins top 4 this year and take Connor.
Oh yeah, nice. Connor is a dodgeball rookie, I think.
He is a dodgeball rookie. He's a very experienced player, a very good player.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Dion is not salty at all that you stole Connor out from under him.
I'm sure Dion is in transports of delight that his bestie has been taken by Corey Bear. No salt will be thrown at all whatsoever.
No.
Dion
already had 2 picks to pick Connor. You snooze, you lose, buddy.
Oh, it started. And your round 3 pick, please, Corey.
So the order matters, and every fiber of my being is telling me that this is a disaster. But Hypaspist?
Oh, this is such a train wreck for you, Corey. I'm so sorry. You realize that with the addition of the latest set, that means that Danger Ball now has 3 heroes to go in it, and it's even more chaotic. You know that, right?
Bring it on.
Oh dear. Oh, that's a terrible pick, Al. Corey Bear's lost his entire season there.
That's okay. He waited until 3rd round, so you are now eligible for Moneyball, I think.
Oh, that's fantastic. I still won't win that. Okay, so quickly moving on to the kinky auto picker. What does Robert have lined up for round 3?
Kinky auto picker is picking Mr. Lex Neville, the man who hates all the fun expansions.
Indeed, but he is quite solid in the non-fun expansions, I believe, and not too shabby in the fun ones, if truth be told.
He's very, very good at them, but the man needs to loosen up and play with some events.
He really does need more events. Everyone needs more events in their life. I wish they released. I wish they released a 3rd events pack, honestly. And if I ever got to play in a Legends tournament, and if I ever won a Legends tournament, I would want to come back as an event. I'm just saying. On the unlikely event, that's never going to happen. So we'll have to move to Chasmo in the meantime. Chazzy baby, what you got on round 3, bud?
Well, I gotta say I'm pretty happy because my fills are winning. That's one thing. The second thing is I feel that this is destiny because this man is in Italy right now, the homeland, the wonderful world. I'm going to take MarkBot 3000.
Oh, a gentleman player if ever there was one. MarkBot, so much time for Mark. He's great.
He is amazing. I hope he is having an absolutely spectacular time in Florence with his wife. I'm also not sad he's there because now I have a chance of actually winning some board game arena games because that man is an absolute beast when it comes to any board game he picks up.
Well, I'm delighted to hear he's in Firenze. That's a lovely city, actually. There's loads to do there. It's fantastic. You got everything from Duomo to the Uffizi to the hot chocolates that they sell there are fantastic. Just avoid the scooter thieves. But
don't forget the donuts, Ryan.
Donuts are alright, but why not calzone when you're in Florence? Like that's the real thing. Get a calzone on the street. That's the job. But MarkBot 3000 going in round 3, solid pick, always fun, and very dogged. He likes to throw at opponent and like he'll keep throwing until one of you is dead, and I love that in a player. Love to see it. Yeti, it's your round 3, bud. What's going on?
Very pleased to see him still on the board. I'm going to go with Rollin Paw.
Oh, Philip. Just such a lovely, Lovely guy. Philip's one of those guys who, if anyone has a bad word to say about Philip, then they are a bad person. It's just facts.
I'm a bad person because here's the thing.
Oh, here we go.
I looked this year, and he was talking about how much he thinks it's hilarious that every time he gets drafted, we talk about what a nice guy he is, and that he really isn't that nice. So I'm here to badmouth him.
Oh, okay. You got some dirt to dish?
Oh, so we were playing in the Hero Realms Legends tournament.
Okay.
He has the game won, but sits there in slow placement. We are the last match going. Sits there so everyone can gather around the table and watch as he wins. It was horrible. He is a truly cruel and unusual man.
So he was playing he was giving the people what they wanted, Al. He was grandstanding for the masses.
Yeah, he's a jerk. Phil is actually a really good guy, but I told him since we always just say he's so nice every time he gets drafted, I had to come up with some
dirt, some horrible shit. Fantastic. Yeah, I love it. So, I love it.
So I think he also beat me in the Star Realms Legends tournament at Origins too. So yeah, just overall good player / jerk.
Was that in the one that you ended up winning, or was that?
No, this was at Origins, so I did not win that one. That was the one that Mr. Legend Dion Lunsford won.
Oh, so he stopped you getting a triple. Is that what we're hearing?
Yeah, I mean Dion also beat me. I'm pretty sure. I lost a lot of games. It was not a good turn.
They're all dead to me, Al. It's all good. Moving on. Who have we got next? It's DG3. Round 3. It's your round, Daryl. What do we got?
Well, he has a similar stat line to me. He has the same number of digits in his name, and he lives about 20 minutes away. We're going BPB.
BPB. Now, not that I want to be that guy. Actually, I won't be that guy. I heard an interesting stat that Corey Bear is secretly going to be giggling to himself about. I'm not sure I know anyone who dives into stats more deeply than Corey. The flip side of this is that I think he dodged he dodged 8 out of 20 balls that were thrown at him last season. Wasn't so successful in the ones he didn't dodge, but the ones he did dodge is still pretty good. But I know about you, I always have trouble against BPB.
Oh, yeah, I do too. I hit him in the ladder all the time, and I get pretty disappointed about it every time. So
not as disappointed as I get when I hit Spock Rocks, but that's for different reasons.
Yeah.
Okay, BPB, good pick. I think he always does pretty good, and at round 3, I think that's a solid pick.
That's definitely
Legend Dion Lunsford. Who are you going for in round 3? Now that your bestie Connor has defected to another team.
Yeah, I was worried about a couple of captains picking him. I thought I could afford to drop him at least another round before maybe grabbing him. That was annoying.
How'd that work out for you?
Well, it's all right. It's all right.
Okay.
It's all right. We're with my next pick. We're gonna go with Yarboa.
Oh, Yarboa brings all the Bergs, all the noobs to the yard. I think that was my that was my prediction for your latest tournament. I don't think it's doing very well, but I stand by it. Yarbs is a great player, super dangerous, lovely person, and triple undefeated winner of the Covacon Star Realms tournament. I'm just putting that out there. Never been defeated.
Yeah, I mean, probably because you never invite me to Covacon.
You know you have a standing you have a standing invite. You know that.
All right. Well, in that case, no, because if I go, then I'll have to lose to Yarbo too.
That'll ruin your record.
Yeah.
Way too. Look at Yarb saying way too soon. No, if I can go in round 3, Yarboa, you can definitely go in round 3. To be honest, if I can go in round 1, I don't know what the order is anymore anyway, so all bets are off. But not this season, thankfully. So Yarbs rounding out round 3 for Legend, Dion Lunsford. Quality pick, I think, always going to be a good team. That cat's looking pretty solid as well. But we're on to Tatiana, who is joining you and the Catman and the Bus Ripper.
Oh my gosh, I have changed my mind 35 times already. This is so difficult, but I'm going to take a risk. So I'm sorry, my team, but I just want to take this risk. And I want to welcome the only female rookie left, because we had 2, and Megan unfortunately had to drop out. So I'm going to take Jessie, J-Dots.
J-Dot. Ooh, another player, Al. Oh, Tats, just mute yourself.
Nope. Okay. Just
perfect. Another player, Tats. No, another. Oh, is that a little? Is J-Dot a Hero Realms? Is J-Dot a Hero Realms player who's secretly an absolute murderer and Timmy is super unhappy about?
I'll be honest. J-Dot, she was an absolute beast in the rookie game. I'm sure that's why Tats scouted her there. But she is also a very good Hero Realms player. She comes to us from the Hero Realms side. I'm very excited to see what she does this season. Honestly, even if Tats hadn't picked her, I have a sneaking suspicion Rip wouldn't have let her go get to Tim anyway.
But this sets Tatiana and Tim up for a lovely kind of grudging match now, just like Dion and Corey Bear are already developing a grudge this season. Those teams really having reasons to try a little bit harder in that face-off match. So fantastic. I'm delighted to see what J-Dot brings to the game, and if I'm brave enough to throw at her, if I even win a ball, who knows? We'll find out. Rip, speaking of someone who would probably have definitely maybe not taken J-Dot, who's your round 3 pick? Second to J-Dot, that you definitely would have picked above her.
Totally stole my pick. You guys are on to me. I will be taking another Hero Realms player, another rookie. This is Mr. Dylan Daly.
Daly, quite active in chat. Jesse Cheerleader. Again, a player I know literally nothing about, Al, because I don't really Hero Realms, because I can't spread myself too thin, otherwise I just stop everything. So tell us about Daly 2304.
Daly is a good player. I believe Daly joins us from the Upside Down.
Is he an Australian or New Zealander?
Just an absolute murderer in Hero Realms. I can't remember if I've been on a team with him for Tavern Brawl. If not, I think he might have just like murdered me in Tavern Brawl one time. But yeah, very, very good player. I'm excited to see those skills translate over to Star Realms.
There are more than 2 countries in the Southern Hemisphere, Ryan. Yes, there are, Brent. However, when we're talking about Down Under, that is stereotypically usually referring to Australia, and I hedged on New Zealand so that I wouldn't offend one of the other ones. But thank you for that correction. I would never have guessed how many different countries are in the Southern Hemisphere otherwise. Okay, good night, Steph. Have a great evening. I come from a land down under. What a quality tune from ages past. So Tim, now that all of your Hero Realms, I don't even know if that's true, but maybe all of your Hero Realms players have been taken as my cat tries to kill himself on clothes that were on a chair. What dregs from the remainder of round 3 are left for you to sift through, Kitty Man?
Oh man, I'm not sure, because there were like 4 people I was thinking of picking, and they were all picked just before my turn. So
fantastic.
It's lovely. Let's go with, how about,
I love Dead Air. How about
I
you?
don't know. I'm thinking. I will go with
I can almost see the cogs moving.
I know my brain is not working, so
don't worry about it, Tim. We can fill for hours. Like we can.
Yeah, right.
I think Adam's probably going to come on here and suggest that the time is ticking, but we don't actually use the clock, so you're fine.
Yeah, it's fine. I will go with.
Quickly.
I'll go with Super Grandma.
Super Grandma in round 3. What's not to love? That is a chat legend and someone who never ever tells fibs. Oh no, wait. Known liar Super Grandma. That's how Al introduces her, right?
She makes the best photoshops of Ryan in a bathtub that I've ever seen.
I can't think of a better reason to draft someone.
Just absolute truth. So Super Grandma going to Tim's team. That looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Double Dubs is just saying a quick shout out to this crowd. If that's all right, we do a HRSR crossover for the pod coming soon, featuring Corey Bear as a guest. We'll drop the link in chat. Double Dubs. We've got no problems. Can I change an earlier pick? I didn't know about the bathtub photoshops. I'm sorry, Kincaid. It's way too late. But if you ask
just for that,
if you ask
that
very nicely, I can put you on the mailing list. Oh dear. Well, now that the draft, the stream has been thoroughly derailed, how do you possibly follow that, Sean?
Well, I'm hoping we don't lose this year. We do well, but if we get behind and we need someone to carry our team for a full round, might as well do someone who's done it before. Imam
69, the player you don't want to leave alone as the last player on the team, Al. We've said it before, we'll say it again. Kill it early, kill it quick, otherwise you might regret it.
Yeah. Rule number 1 of Dodgeball, have fun. Rule number 2 of Dodgeball, don't leave Imam till the end.
Ever.
Yeah.
All right. So with that said, we now go back to Mkolo as we snake. Last pick of round 3, first pick of round 4. Emilar, who are we picking? Who's joining you on date night with Juan? That's what I really want to see.
Who is going to go on a date with me? I will go with VQ.
Oh, VQ. Sorry, I missed that. In the VQ as a streamer of much renown. Streams on Thursday nights with Dusto. Well, not with Dusto, but on Thursday nights, the same night that Dusto streams, if I remember rightly. And it's nice that we're not ruining their evening like we usually do, Al. Lovely person, solid player. And another legend, if I remember rightly.
Is
she? Or is that just Dusto blowing smoke up her bottom, saying that she's legendary?
I don't know. Did she win?
Did she win something? I don't know anymore. Like, there's so many legends.
Honestly, I can't keep track.
Didn't she win a Digital Legends? I think that was October that won the Digital Legends. Dusto thinks she won last year. It's more than possible.
Maybe.
Let's pretend she is.
You know, someone should really keep track of all.
They really should. If she's not an actual legend, she's a legend in our hearts anyway.
Like, we should have a list or something.
You mean like be professional and organized?
This is true.
Who would want to do that? Had a baby last year. That's winning. That is winning. So Emily, VQ, who's joining you in round 4?
Okay, I have been like dying to say her name just because I loved when people have said it this way, and I will go with Sabella.
Sabella! Love Ashton. I picked her just after she won Endurance in season 3. She crushes it all the time. She's a lovely human being. Lovely to have on your team. Very funny. And not afraid of getting in there and doing the business either.
Right. I also love the fact that the new pronunciation of her name, Sabella, came from
none other than
Juan Carlos,
yeah,
also on M's team.
Also on M's team. So that's a lovely wraparound there. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, great pairing if you want to hear it pronounced like that. It is, absolutely. That chat's going to be amazing. So always nice to see Ashton playing dodgeball, and she is going to be a great credit to that team. Sean, we're back to you. It's round 4. Who's joining Imam69, Dusto, and Wheels on your team?
I need another person with numbers in the name. I'd like to have Kamas 2408.
Kamas 2408. He is a very dangerous player. Somewhat. I want to say that he subscribes to the Hypaspist school of maybe solidity and not quite always as consistent as he could be. And I'm certainly guilty of that. But I tell you what, Al, when he's on, he's really on.
Oh, yeah, by all means. Kamas, really good player. I think sometimes he gets a little overlooked because of the time zone issues, but very, very solid, very good, especially for this round. That's an excellent pickup.
See, this is why I love dodgeball. Corey Bear coming in with truths in the chat. Kamaz is top 5 all time in lowest percentage of his throws that turn into catches. So literally my polar opposite. That sounds like someone who's a very consistent player, someone who's a very safe pair of hands on offense, not to be sniffed at. So a great addition to your team. And joining what's rapidly turning into chaos on Tim's team. Who's joining Super Grammar on your team in round 4, Tim?
I'm going to pick the Clever Missy.
Clever Missy. Great pick in round 4.
I don't know how she was still here, so.
I mean, we get to round 4 and round 5 especially. Like, did one year Rip went in round 5 or something stupid like that? I just there's always gold in the hills at this stage.
Yeah, this is the golden round. But yeah, Clever Missy, always a great teammate. And you know, just a fun person. Also, great at wrangling tiny humans.
Fantastic at wrangling tiny humans, an expert, in fact.
Yeah.
This is a very deep bench. It sure is. So yeah, always lovely to see Jen. Round 4, great time to pick Jen up. How are you going to follow that, Rip?
I'm a little torn here. I'm vacillating. Give me a second.
Well, we can fill time. It's all good. If you need a moment, we can always chew the fat and something, but take that, Rip.
All right. We're going to go with Starmark.
Oh, Starmark. Do you know what? I've got a huge soft spot for Starmark. He is incredibly funny. And just... I don't see him in the ladder as much these days, but I tell you what, when I did see him in the ladder, I always knew he was in for a tough game because he's a tough competitor and will just like win out of nowhere. And is it Starmark that's Kamas's father? Is that right?
I believe so. I know they're related. I think it's his father, but I know they're related.
Family ties, though. Family ties. So always nice to see that.
Yeah.
So that's great. If you need to kill time, you can ask Chazzy about the baseball game. Oh dear. I think Corey Bear that I will perhaps not ask Chasmo about the baseball game if you're egging me to ask him about it. Instead, let's move to Tatiana and her round 4 pick because I feel like that'll be less controversial.
Okay, well, I'm pretty excited about this pick. And he was just telling us in Rogues today about how horrible he is and not to draft him whatsoever. So I'm going with Nautical Stew. I'm so excited. I've not been on a team with Dave in any kind of league or anything. So Nautical Stew, yes.
Oh, Nautical Stew. I 100% don't have a beef with him at all because he didn't totally destroy me in the WWCB tournament today. It was another Nandi Newberg match, and it was honestly, Al, it was like I felt like I had concussion because every single one of his turns, he was just taking chunks out of me, and he just completely battered me. Dave is a great player. You'll quite frequently see Nautical Stew in the tournament winning headline, I think. If I don't miss my guess.
Yeah, he's another tournament grinder.
Yeah.
Very, very good player, very capable player, very smart player.
And he read Kincaid, he is 100% the brother of Disco Stew. All right. But yeah, no, Stu is, I think Stu and Rogues was saying earlier on that he's like, oh, don't pick me. This week my win percentage is like 49%. And I think he's a modest man, but that's very much a blip on the radar because he's a solid player. And in round 4, super good.
Yeah.
All
right.
Legend Dion Lunsford. Hopefully those 5 picks in round 4 haven't spoiled your palate, but where are we going?
Oh, actually, the last 3 picks were in that same order where I was going.
Classic.
So I'll go from one fellow Ohioan to another. Rob this man in top 4 of this past Origins. I'm going to go with CJK Flyer.
CJK's a good player, Al.
Oh yeah, he is. I mean, he was on the undefeated championship team last year. He's just very solid, very consistent, very good, and yeah. I mean, there's not much else we can say about Chris Cordy, is there?
Another gold BGG player, sometimes playing like he's just a solid player. Like doesn't matter the format. So CJK, great pickup in round 4. And now we're going to go back to Daryl. Daryl, who are you picking up in round 4?
We're going to go with a former Ballbuster, former Scoops Ahoy, current Dewey Decimator. I can't keep track of you guys anymore. Angry Panda.
Angry Panda. Now, this might be just about one of the most lit chat pickups of the entire draft, Al.
Yeah. I mean, Panda and Cranky Day I mean, the love they have for each other is going to be amazing.
Huge. Yeah.
But also, I mean, I love Panda too. I'm so glad that he is, because he will take a few seasons off. So I'm glad he is back and playing. And there are not enough wonderful things I can say about Joe.
Oh, Joe's just great. He's always a pleasure to have in any media he's in. Yeah, I'm thrilled to see Angry Panda back. It's going to be a great season with him on board. And yeah, the smack talk will flow.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. So, Yeti, how are you going to follow up that? One of the best chat pickups in the game, and you've got to follow that. What are you doing?
Sobbing quietly because that's, I think, the 3rd time that Daryl.
Gazumped you, the heartless beatard.
Right? Boy, that's fine. There are still buckets of talent in this pool. But I'm gonna check out the rookies. Let's give Mick Oak a good look over. Why don't you join Good Throwmans? Mick Oak.
Oh, Mikowak?
Mikowak. Is that it? Okay. Pardon me.
I mean, that's how I pronounce it. I don't know if that's correct or not, or if I've offended them, but this player, Al, I don't know a huge amount of, but when I've played them, it's been quite a scary experience.
Oh, they are very, very good. I believe they run a sort of live tournaments in is it Poland, I believe.
Oh, they're one of the Polish group.
One of the Polish group.
Right, that makes sense. They're fierce competitors.
They are fierce competitors. They are good players. Strong players, strong pickup. I mean, technically he's a rookie, but he's been around the realms for a very long time. I think this is a really good pick, and I think in future drafts we're going to see him way higher on the board.
Tim chiming in that he thought Yeti's team name was Good Hormones, and and Rolling Past suggesting that it's not too late to change the name and that it'll be considered. So there's just a little bit of food for thought there for Yeti as he takes on a fierce Polish competitor in round 4. It's great, great pick. Chasmo, how are we doing?
We're not doing great over here.
Well, moving on to dodgeball and away from anything else that could possibly be talked about and nothing to do with Corey Bear. How's your round 4 looking? Has it been crushed by the dreams crushed, or is there still something there that you're
not quite? There's still some hope, but we'll just move on. I'm also going to dip into the rookie pool. I'm going to go with Cornatius or Cornadius.
Cornatius. I think this is a player I remember seeing every now and then in the ladder, Al. I don't know if you...
I've encountered him a few times in the ladder. I believe he is Swedish.
Okay.
I think, if I remember correctly. I know he's one of the European players, but did really, really well in the rookie game. Picked up everything super quick. Also just a fun guy to have in chat. So I think I'm very excited that he's joined the league, and that I'm hoping it will continue for many, many seasons. But I'm real excited to see how he does, because he is always trouble in the ladder when I get to him.
I was going to say, he doesn't stick out in my mind, which usually means that I've taken a few beatings off him, but I think that's probably where it sits. But welcome to Cornatius. Hope you enjoy Dodgeball, as all the rookies hopefully will. And we'll see what you can do on Chasmo's team of Creme and Punishment. But we're going to move to, I know, is it Auto Kinky now, or because Kincaid's in chat, so...
I don't know. For a moment there, I thought he was drafting a player named Error. So,
I mean, that might be a mistake. Still Auto. Okay, so we're still got nothing with me. Okay, so we're still on Auto Kinky. Hopefully, it's not the player called Error.
It is a player who's tougher to pronounce. Nadir. It's one of the Euro rookie players.
Nadir, is that?
His name is... Yeah.
Or I'm in my 40s. I'm getting old, and I can't read the fine print of the resolution this is at, which is entirely my own fault. But Auto Kinky is more likely to add an error. I mean, that's Nadir. Oh, Polish. Tatiana coming in with Spit and Facts, another Polish player. There we go.
Also very good. So another one of those really strong Polish players. I think we're going to have a Polish invasion, and we're going to see the effects for many, many seasons.
Interesting. Well, that's going to be interesting. So, I mean, again, Polish players on different sides are always a potential for rivalry there, and we move back around as we snake to the king of stats himself, Corey Bear. Where's your round pick for 4 and 5? Obviously, order matters. What are we doing here, Corey?
So for round 4, I'm going to go with the player that's been thrown at more than any other player. He's top 10 lifetime in defensive catches, dodges, misses, and hits. That's Zim 108.
Nice. Solid player. Yeah. Absolutely. And again, another tournament player, I think. Al, Zim plays a fair bit of tournaments, doesn't he?
I'm pretty sure Zim plays in every.
He's a commander. You get him and McCready, look out.
Yeah, absolutely. So Zim in 4, who in 5, Corey?
We're going to go back to the rookie invasion and take Bathory's.
Bathory's, definitely a name I recognize from the ladder. And also, I think Dion's tournaments recently?
I believe so. I believe he's a French player.
That sounds right. Solid as well. Not ever an easy game.
And we need a Bath theme to go with you being on the team too, Ryan.
That is very true. I do love a Bath theme, and I'm afraid that my teammates are going to have to accept Bath pictures. They know it's coming. Well, maybe they didn't, but they do now. So Bathoris and Zim joining Corey's team. Fantastic. Kincaid, the auto picker hath chosen. Al, where's the name landing?
The name is landing on another person that I'm surprised is still around. Acox89.
Acox89. There's a blast from the past. Now, Acox definitely a Missile Mech Award winner in the past, if I remember correctly. Couldn't tell you the season. Might be season 4 or 5, but Acox, solid player on offense.
And he has won a season as a captain, so...
in fact, was that not the season where he had all the great shirts and the pictures? Was that season?
I can't remember. Probably.
No, that was Vorizori's season.
Oh,
7.
that was Vori's season, wasn't it? Yeah,
8.
yeah, that's right. But Acox is a season-winning captain. Did you say?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
According to Cranky.
According to Cranky, well. Ah, sweet catch of mine. Okay, yeah. I know why Super Grandma's laughing, but she's always laughing, so you're going to have to add Super Grandma to the picture. That's why she's laughing. That makes a lot of sense. Those last 3 picks do, that's right, Simon, they really do speak to the depth of this draft. And we always, to be honest, when we get to round 5, we always say this. Round 5 has always got several names in there, and we're like, how did this player make it down to round 5? This is ridiculous. And it's just, there are so many good players in this draft pool. So many legends, so many top kind of 100 lifetime players, and it's I think it speaks volumes to Dodgeball as a format of the game that it draws that crowd as well. So no pressure, Chasmo, to follow on with that. But who's your round 5 bombshell?
Oh, I got a bombshell. This team wouldn't be complete without a donut. Taking Sir Thestral.
Yes, previous teammate of Chasmo's in the Donut Delicious team of ages past. Sir Thestral, of course, a solid player, great value in round 5. Joined. I'm going to get this wrong and probably offend him. I want to say season 7 or 8. Al.
We'll say yes.
Why not? Who's gonna prove I'm wrong? Probably.
He was a rookie in season 8.
I was gonna say, there we go. Probably Corey Bear, but
yeah, not Corey Bear, Cranky.
Oh, it was Cranky. Okay, yeah. Well, to be honest, Corey Bear probably pressed unmute just a hedge after Cranky. So season 8, Sir Thestral, great in chat as well. Really fun to have. So great pick. Yeti. Bit salty that Sir Thestral's gone, or are we all right?
Yeah, no, it doesn't seem to matter who's picking before me. I always swear while muted.
Okay.
Thank you, Chaz. Nah, it's like I think my mantra has always been that there's lots of talent here to draw upon, but I want to make some new friends, so let's get Alder Dan in with the good Thromans.
Alder Dan,
the last rookie.
Yeah, frequent poster in the group, frequent ladder player. Really, and what Wet Yeti just said is one of my favorite parts about Dodgeball is let's play with someone we don't know, let's play with someone we haven't met before, let's try a new player. Love that approach. That's what, to me, like, Dodgeball's all about, is just meeting people and having a lot of fun. So Alderdan, pretty solid player. I think we go fairly even in ladder. Seems like a really nice guy from Facebook posts, Al.
Yeah, nice guy. He was in the rookie game. He is, I believe, also an upside down player. So time zoning may be a little bit of an issue, but I'm excited to see how he does with a full season and get in there and meet some new people and get involved, because he's been getting involved on the page, so let's get him involved in the chat.
Brent's telling me he was a rogue for 20 minutes, which tells me he's got at least a modicum of decent sense. So, fun pick there. Good pick for Yeti, another rookie. So we'll see how that pans out. But round 5, great place to pick them up. Daryl, round 5.
We love Sturrock right here, right now.
Oh, do you know what? Sturrock, a really good player.
Oh yeah.
Very, very interesting. He's a professor, teaches at a university. Very interesting dude. Fantastic, very esoteric individual. Don't let him get all the bases at all. But yeah, Ian's a lovely fella, really funny, and a great player to have on your team. So I think him and Angry Panda are going to enjoy each other's time a lot.
Oh, I wish I could see that interaction, because I think it'll be amazing.
It's gonna be so fun. So now that, of course, Daryl
For Dayhunt, choose a land with Beast Striker Dayhunt. Downgrade one building there. So it's town or city you can downgrade.
I have no idea what just happened.
I don't know. It was something coming from Dion.
I know it sounded like downgrade, but I don't know.
Sorry, no, I hit the button and I couldn't hear anything.
Is Connor in the background there? Was Connor yelling in the background? Is that what's happening?
No, but ECM, Philmeister, Divine Admiral Lee, and Invasion are here. So yeah.
Oh, I see what's going on. It's a draft party, so hang on. Legend Dion Lunsford is hanging out with other legends on the dodgeball draft. I feel a little jealous, Al. I'm not gonna lie. And you weren't invited, Al. How do you feel about that? That's disgraceful. You should be ashamed of yourself, Dion.
I'll
Anyway,
have to get him out next time. But with my next pick, I'm going to go with a player I've known for a while, played him a lot in ranked, met him for the first time this most recent Origins, and that's going to be PC Load Letter.
Oh, PC Load Letter. He is a solid dude. Jason is great. The original Ass Clown, before Star Realms told him he couldn't have it, and then someone else took the lame Ass Clown and they told him that he could keep it. So, not salty about that in any way. But Jason, great dude, good player, fun guy to have around, and you've known him for a lot longer than I have, Al.
I have. I remember meeting him years ago at Gen Con, and I think we were both in BGG, and we were both kept checking our phones during a tournament to see if we were gonna move up to, I think, silver or gold. But yeah, just a really sweet, nice guy. Awesome to be around. I know he was out of the community for a little bit, and he's coming back, and it is amazing to have him around again.
Yeah, super good. And yeah, just a really great dude. No nonsense as well, which I really like. Very straightforward. So a great add to a team, especially in round 5. So thank you, Dion. Let's see, however, what Tatiana's going to pick in round 5 out, because I have a feeling she might have gone for a little bit of PC Load Letter.
Well, I'm going to choose Dakaran, and not to be confused with Dunkaran. So, reminder, it's Dakaran. So I am really happy to add Derek to my team.
Oh, Derek Weller, he's a great dude, graphic artist, and not to be confused with Dankaran, which is one of the funnier dodgeball moments.
This is true. I assume that's why Tats drafted him, was then she doesn't have to worry about misspelling his name during a challenge.
Yeah, because Dankaran is a player and will not accept your challenge, because I don't know if they're like current or not. It just times out. That was a lot of fun to be had there. Dankaran is the only person who can read the format list now. You are not wrong, Brent. You are not wrong. I think Dankaran also created like a visual format selector previously. Like, he's done loads of stuff. Very cool, very cool guy. Very fun to have on the team. Lovely dude. Yes. And again, I know we say it all the time, but great value in round 5.
Oh, totally.
Rip.
All right, we are going to take the loudest player in the gym.
Oh, I know who this is.
Mr. Osmosis Brent.
The player who only knows where the letters are once caps lock's been hit. Found randomly, not even drunkenly, in everyone's court but the one he's meant to be in. And the guy who always posts a song when he plays you, Osmosis BrentAl. That chat's going to be pure chaos now.
Oh, forget about it. That chat's blown. The upside though is they might be able to then get like commission Carissa for more songs for their team.
This is true. They might get a personalized team song, maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows? The sky's the limit. But yeah, Brent, super funny, lovely dude.
Yeah.
But definitely, what Adam might describe as a loose cannon in not only chat, but the game threads and the games themselves.
It is. Adam uses the word loose cannon only publicly because he can't use other words.
but as he said, what matters, champion captain, which is very true. Very true.
Yes.
So much respect for that. But yeah, that's going to be an exciting ride for Rip. I don't know if he knows what he signed up for, but good times all round. Tim, what have we got in round 5?
For round 5, I'm going to pick a fellow cat lover and a wonderful person to have in my chat, Poop Deck.
Poop Deck. Another smack talk extraordinaire. Lisa, not shy of dropping anything, literally anything in chat, really. Just don't ask her to order you anything from Amazon because it's not going to arrive as intended, or is it? Gonna kill me when. But anyway, Al, Lisa's always a fun time. Ex-teammate of mine and yours, I think.
Yeah, I'm super excited because our team. I don't know if we're gonna win games, but we are definitely gonna win like smack talk.
Oh, you're gonna have a lot of fun in that, and especially with Super Grandma and Lisa together. I think both of them are going to be simply thrilled that that's the case. I think Tim might not know what he's signed up for, even though he thinks he does. Sean, Bahamut, your round 5 pick, please.
Yes, I'd like to go ahead and pick Poop Deck. I'm sorry, just one. I'm sorry, Darth Kronos.
Darth Kronos. So
I was looking at the wrong board.
Not showing his hand there at all. Definitely wouldn't have picked Poop Deck at all if she had been available. Settling for Darth Kronos instead. Darth Kronos, Al, I think we've said this before, been in the game for a million billion years. And at round 5 is super good. Took a sabbatical off the game, if I remember rightly, for a while.
I think he did, or at least was just a little less involved in the organized play.
Yeah.
He took a full sabbatical, but back now playing a lot, playing well. Cool to have him around. Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, and all the love for Darth. So Emily, we move to UM Cola. We've got your round 5, and then your final pick, your final pick of the draft, your round 6 draft. Who are we taking, and in what order? Because it still matters.
Oh, does it? Okay. Well, in that case, my first pick will be Zwivix.
You know what? We've said this before, Al. Like, Zwivix has got it round 5 before and just been phenomenal. I mean, super scary player.
Super scary player. Consistently a Moneyball person. Like,
yeah.
I can't believe that they're down this far.
Could easily be round 3 without, wouldn't even raise an eyebrow. Round 5 Zwivix. Said it before, say it again. Total value.
Yeah, totally.
Thank you. Because I'm very smart.
Yes.
And then my final draft pick will be Tyraziel.
Duraziel.
No, I'm not saying it right, but I don't care.
I don't know. There's a wrong way to say it. Who cares? Like, smart guy, lovely fella, game designer himself. I think. Is that right? I think he's created a few things. Like apps, certainly.
I know apps. I think because I think he's like a programmer, coder. But good guy, good player. Been in and out of this league, and it's also I think he's a Bills fan. So maybe for your expectations.
Is that a bad thing? Sorry, his mic's. Thank you, Cyberduck. His mic's low because certain people, when they come in, I see them into the red decibel, so I keep moving them down, and then I forget to move it back up. That's my own fault. At least he's not muted. That's all we can say. We've progressed. We've progressed from muting to semi-volume. So I'd call that progress.
I can't wait till season 20. See what sort of problems we're running into.
Oh dear. Oh, fantastic. So, Zwivix and Tyraziel rounding out Mkolo's draft. That team is now known and solved. Bahamut, what are we doing in our last round here?
Going with someone who I've actually got to meet a few times in person, got to know them. Who was my captain last season, Vorazori.
Alex, great person to have on your team. And every now and then will absolutely destroy any one person he comes up against out of the blue from nowhere.
Yeah.
And if you want a professional newscaster, he's definitely your man. So I don't know why he's not involved with what we're doing, honestly, because he'd probably do it like 59 times better.
Probably. I mean, honestly, I don't know why we keep getting chosen to do this, because we obviously don't know what we're doing
at all in any way, just making it up as we go along. But it's chaos and we love it. Tim, your last pick of the draft. I know it's going to be sad and heart-wrenching for you, but you can only pick one name out of this bunch. What's it going to be?
It is tough. I think I'm going to go with Lady Stacy.
Oh, great pick. Stacy is such a good player. Trained under the almighty Jim Chatham, and an absolute merciless killer for aggro. Former teammate of mine and Al's. Stacy is a cracking pick.
Oh, great pick. Just a lovely person. I've drafted her before. I'm super excited to have her as a teammate.
Yeah, she's just fantastic. So all the love for Lady Stacy. Rip, moving on to you, your final pick of the season 11 draft.
All right, my final pick is going to be a gentleman that I've enjoyed quite a bit of 1v1 side practice games in the dodgeball format since the last time he was playing in the league, actually. That's Cyberduck.
Yeah, Cyberduck is a quality individual. Again, and I know we say this about a lot of people, speaks to the volume of the community, but another lovely person.
Yeah.
And if you like puns, boy, have you landed yourself with a winner. Also, actually got a really good, I don't know if you know this, but he's got a really good voiceover voice. If you want anything voiced over, he is really good for that. So that might be a little bit of extra for you there. But yeah, great pick in round 6, Cyberduck. Always a good team. Cats, who you got on the board?
Well, I'm gonna go with somebody very new to me. I've never played with this person on a team, so I'm looking forward to getting to know them. It's going to be Drew the Rat.
Oh, Drew the Rat Owl. We've seen him come in previous seasons as a sub, and what a super job he's done there. I'm actually surprised to see Drew the Rat go in round 6, honestly, because I think he could probably sneak a bit higher without any complaints.
Oh, totally. He was sort of in and out for the league, then came in as a sub and remembered how much he enjoyed it, and then has started playing again. And just super solid player, super good guy. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what, because I have a sneaking suspicion there's going to be a lot of Moneyball awards for him. He's really good.
He's definitely in that zone for that, yeah, for sure. So nice to see you in chat, Drew, and lovely to see you on the dodgeball board as well. And so I hope you have a great season. But we're going to go to not Daryl, sorry. We're going to go to Legend Dion Lunsford and his legendary team. I wonder who's really, Al, doing the picking in this draft. If Legend Dion Lunsford's not even getting some pressure from his other more elderly legendary conspirators here, and if there's like, is it a team brain move here that's going on, or I don't even know.
Oh no, oh no, I'm in a separate room while they're up there playing board games.
It's a think tank. We all know it. Come on, Dion, admit it.
My draft team is Deanna B, who's away at home. But if she has been giving me some recommendations for sure.
Oh, that's all
good. Yeah, so with the last pick, hoping to get us some money balls. Someone who I haven't played with in dodgeball. Granted, I've only played 2 seasons. He played in top 8 of the 10K a while back. I'm gonna go with Sarah T.
Sarah T. We love a bit of Sarah Tatashef, don't we, Al?
Oh, we love Sarah Tatashef. She's super smart, super funny, super sweet. Really good player. I think sort of flies under the radar, but she makes a lot of top 8s and a lot of live tournaments. Yeah, in 10Ks, in Legends tournaments. Really good. Has that Magic the Gathering background, so she knows CCGs, and she knows card games. Also just a really smart lady, and also just a shout, she recently got engaged, so as long as you can keep her focused on this instead of wedding planning, you're going to have a really good player.
Yeah. Sarah T, a great pickup in round 6, former teammate, just all the love for her. It's fantastic. So I think you, Dion, made a wonderful choice there. Good job, Deanna. Well done. So Daryl, how are you going to follow that with your round 6 pick?
Well, I'm going to break a years-old trope and bring on somebody who's, I think, been in all 10 seasons, but is trending the last 3. Baggio, come join us.
Broke my heart, DG3. No. Actually, you did break my heart, because I was right. I know Corey Bear's heart as well, because I think Corey would have loved to have had Baggio on his team again. But Baggio, Dean Baggio, a man from the Down Under. Corey is devastated, absolutely. Dean's a great player, lovely fella, much underrated, Moneyball contender perennially.
I mean, he wins so many money balls, we almost need to name the award after him.
Absolutely, yeah.
He's I think he's been in nearly every season, and every season he keeps getting better and better. He has this reputation of going in the last round, but certainly does not deserve to go in the last round. This is an amazing quality pick.
Yeah, absolutely. Nothing but good things to say about Baggio. So as much as it pains me to say it, Daryl, great pick. Okay, Yeti, your final pick of season 11 is...
Yeti's final pick of the 11th season. Let's bring Bad Wolf over.
Bad Wolf. So this is a guaranteed, if I remember rightly, Al, this is a guaranteed victory against Cyberduck here. A Bad Wolf sharing a household with Cyberduck and another lovely human being who's also a very decent player. Yeah, that's a good pick. Love that. And as we I don't want to lose Double Dubs' question in the chat. Reminding everyone what the Moneyball Award is, Al. I know for the old hands it's going to make a lot of sense, but for the rookies they might be a little bit lost in that terminology. Why don't you go ahead and explain that Moneyball for all the viewers out there?
So the Moneyball Award is we give it to a player who sort of drafted later in the round, or a late round pick who sort of overperforms for where they were drafted. So if you get sort of like first or second round production out of a 6th or 7th round pick, that's a Moneyball player.
Yeah, and just to add to that, to make it very clear that this is a statistically driven number as well. This isn't just kind of Alan Ryan in a room going, "Oh, who played well this round?" This is numbers, and this is performance, and this is facts. So yeah, it's basically
we tried to do it the other way, and Cranky wouldn't let us. He likes statistics. Well, I only like just picking people I like. So.
Oh, I think Adam likes fairness in his defense. So, but yeah, it's a player who overperforms compared to their draft pick in any given round, and that's it's actually always usually quite fun to see, because it's basically, if you're in round 1 or 2, and yeah, round 3 even, like, it's super hard to win the Moneyball because you have to play really well. Like, you have to do a balk. And even in the game where Bork took out every single member of the opposition, he still didn't get Moneyball because there were other players who outperformed him relative to their draft position.
Yeah.
As an example of how that works. Was that Ryan doing an American accent? Not at all. I could, but I will not. Chasmo, your final round pick of season 11, please. Who's going to join those cream donuts?
I'm excited for this pick. I actually had him circled as a late pick, and he fell to me. He has almost had a 50% win percentage in the last 3 seasons. Darth Binkley.
The traitorous Binks. We love him to bits. He's never gonna live that down, is he?
No, he's never gonna live it down. But he's also a sweet enough man that I don't think it bothers him that much.
No, Jonathan Bishop's a fantastic individual.
He is an excellent individual. He also is just a all around good board gamer in and of itself. I've gotten to start playing games like Root with him and other games on Board Game Arena, and he's just a very smart gamer in general, and just a very nice guy. So awesome.
Super good dude. And Binkley's a really good pick in round 6, if we're being honest. Now, this does bring me though to, and I want to push Kincaid a little bit here, because I know Kincaid's got the auto picker on, and I know he was in chat. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, the reason I want to push him on this is because at this stage with the penultimate pick, it's not necessarily about who you pick. It's about who you leave Corey Bear with. That's the real power of this pick. So it doesn't look from chat that Kincaid's available and ready to type. So I guess we're going to have to go to the Auto Kinky. Who is the Auto Kinky picker, Al, consigning to be the last pick of the draft?
He is picking the troublemaker, Vaselis.
Kincaid takes Vaselis.
Yeah.
If I could diplomatically say this, he's probably the most unabashedly straight talker in the realms. Al, would that be a fair way to put that?
Yes. To the point where it has gotten him in trouble a few times.
He may have, his name may have crossed the desk of the commissioner once or twice.
Yes. And the thing is, it's not that we think he does it maliciously. I just think it is a bit of typing and not thinking, like just hitting enter a little too quickly sometimes.
That'll do.
And then going back and looking at it and realizing what he had done.
But honestly, Rob is a really great individual. Vaselis he's a good fun player, and if you can channel his energies, which I have every expectation that Legend Kincaid can, he's going to be a great player for you. But that also then leaves Risker to Corey Bear, robbed of his autonomy there. He gets Risker, but I'm not sad to see Risker on my team, honestly, Al. Danielle's a lovely person, great player, and again,
Corey Bear is sad.
No, I mean, how do you feel, Corey?
Fantastic. We're lighted up.
Yeah. Danielle, good player. Again, capable of beating anyone on a day. And super good in chat. And great baker. And also, again, I like to come back to this theme of like players who you can get one over. If you're on, say, Vorazori's team, I would be afraid, maybe be very afraid, because Riska is going to take him out of the game like that. So, that's it now. We're here. It's season 11. The teams are drafted. The names are set. The icons and logos are ready. Our captains, even now, will be creating their messenger groups for you to join in, I'm sure. And without putting any pressure on Adam, I know he's got one eye on starting the season. Typically, it's between a week and 10 days. I know he always tries to get it done sooner, but it'll happen when it's happened. I, for one, am just very thankful that after a nice summer off, we're here for another fantastic season of Dodgeball. I can't wait. And there's just one thing. Well, actually, there's two more things left to do, Al. I think the people we should probably tell them what the show's called, right? The catch-up show.
Yeah.
Do we...
Do you have the thing for it, or we'll just...
Do I have the thing? What's it's called the epilogue, or the epic vlog. The CV is silent because obviously we haven't really got any experience and we just make it up as we go along. So when we get to the shows, which will be when we can do that, obviously, it's going to be called the epilogue, and that for the rookies amongst us, that's where we catch up on all the banter of the week, or the round, as I should say, because with 11 teams with 5 matches, sometimes it can take a bit longer than a week. That joke was so bad, Ryan. I love it. Right? It wasn't even mine. I can't even claim credit for that bad joke because I didn't make that up. That's how good it was. So there is an email address which Al will put in the chat for you all. It is srdbtattler@gmail.com. So for all the rookies, throughout the season, there's going to be a lot of things happening in your chat, happening in the Facebook groups of your games, in the comments. There's going to be a lot of funny stuff. If you've got anything that happens in your game that you'd like to draw attention to, that you'd like us to comment on, maybe it's a bit of hot tea, bit gossip that you want. It doesn't even have to be real. It can be totally fictitious, especially in a season dedicated to the literary art. We will be happy to extol the virtues of your fiction to the ends of the earth. Drop us your tea there. It's always open. We're always checking it. And we have a section for tea in the catch-up show. We'll go over the games. We'll kind of talk about the games blow by blow. There'll be weekly awards, which are not anything that you should get too wound up about. But they're performance based on like who the MVP of the round is, who's the Moneyball award, and each game will get an MVP, and there'll be an overall MVP. It's just a bit of fun. It's just something to kind of make the season a bit more engaging, and you can expect about the same professionalism and quality from Epilogue as you've seen right here on this draft show. So you know.
Problems whatsoever.
Never. No one's ever on mute. Everything runs smoothly. I don't even know what you're talking about. So before we go, just a reminder that there are lots of other streamers out there within the Dodgeball community. There's VQ and Dusto have been mentioned. I think Sparks and Recreation we should probably shout out. Please drop your links in chat as and when, so people can find that on the rerun. That's for Hero Realms, obviously. And then if there's anyone else I haven't remembered, I'm sure there is. Just go to the Facebook group and check them out. You know, there's always Darwin streaming on a Saturday. So streaming Hero Realms on Wednesdays, D-Dubs. There's VQ and Dusto on Thursdays for Star Realms. Lots of content out there. Realmsrising.com I see, and click on podcasts for the HR stuff. We're gonna leave you now, but not before we play out with the fantastic and wonderful song that Carissa gave us for season 11. What round I'll go. It's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from him.
start of the season, long as I can remember, never really knowing when. I wish I could find the perfect format, but I can't decipher format order, no matter how hard I try. Every throw I make, every race I run, every hit I take, every draft leads back to the round I know, where I cannot go, where I long to be. See the line on the top of the sheet, it calls me, and no one knows what round I'll go. If the string in my arms on the ball can keep catching, this draft I'll know. When I'm picked, there's just no telling what round I'll go. I know everybody on this draft list seems so stacked with wands and chasmos. Every team is Adam's theme. I know every captain on this Twitch stream has a plan for this season, so maybe I can help win mine. I can win my race, I can make us strong. I'll be satisfied if I last real long, but my win percent sings a different song. What is Al's secret? Hear Ryan as he says who picks next. Mike's muted, but no one knows where'd his sound go. And it seems they'll be calling out my name, so come draft me and let me know. What's the team chat vibe? Will they like my vibe? And the line on the top of the sheet